honestly, I completely love this book. Sometimes when you read a trilogy, you have what it's called the second book syndrome, in which the second book it's like more like a bridge, and it isn't as good as the first one. But with this one, I have to say that I love it better than the first one, and I did love the first one so much. I mean, this book it's amazing. As you can see, it's The Defiant Heir by Melissa Caruso. And I have to say that for me it was very easy to fall back into the world that she has created. And I was very happy to see my old friends there. And I love how Zaira and Amalia keep, battling against each other, and being friends, and how this relationship they have keep on evolving. I love how Zaira keeps being so witty and so amazing and so complex a character, because she doesn't forget that she is somehow against her will in the muse, and that she has the yes around her wrist, and that her powers are being used by the Empire. But it seems like she's warming up to Amalia. She's beginning to understand that Amalia is trying to make the world a better place with whatever resources she has. So I love how, they began to see each other as more like friends than just a falcon and their falconer, and that's amazing how real the relationship feels, because it's not like Zaira forgets everything about where she's from or what's being forced upon her or whatever. It's like she comes, if you read the book, you will see how she begins to realize things, and she's choosing the side that she's more comfortable with, and I love that. And for Amalia, I have to say that she's an amazing complex character, because she was just this scholar girl, she was this girl who loved reading books, and she wanted to be left alone. She didn't want any part maybe into the machination and the political games of her mother and all of that. But when she realized that maybe she has no other choice, and that maybe if she puts herself in the game, maybe she can make changes and she can make the place a better place for everyone, and she wants to help the Falcons, because she is beginning to understand what Zaira and other Falcons are telling her, that maybe if they had a choice, because having a choice it's important in everything in life. It's like you might be presented the choice of doing something, and you can pick your way, and you can decide and then carry the consequences of your decision. But in the place where they are, the Falcons have no choice. It's either that or being put down in another place or whatever. So she begins to see them more as a people, as a collective that need help, and they need regulations, and they need, so she wants to pass this law in which the Falcons will have more freedom. And it's amazing to see how far she has come from the first book, and how she's beginning to see that maybe if she has this power, if she has this voice, she can use it to also help other people and make lives better, and the place where she's living, it can be like a safe place for everyone. And I love that. And I love that she is willing to go to any length to help the people that she loves and cares about, and also knowing that she has this political weight on her. And I think that the author Melissa, she did a great job just showing this balance that Amalia, carries between her personal life, what she would like to really have, being in love with Marcelo and growing all in a house with kids and having books and maybe pets, and the other hand, she knows that she can have that, and that she has to put the people of her empire first, and that she has to be this political figure at the storefront, and that she has to sacrifice things if she wants to keep her place, because she knows that in the long term that she can help more people. And I love how how this amazing character just tries to juggle her life and her dreams with what she really has to do. So that's amazing. And in this book we are going to have these two amazing characters, and Marcelo and all the other gang and the members of the gang. We are going to see Vaskandar, where the Witch Lords live. They want to go to war against the Empire, and they want to have the territory for them. So in this book we are going to have Amalia and Zaira going to Vaskandar, meeting the Witch Lords, and trying to tell them to stop the war, and maybe, I don't know, choose other ways of, expanding territory or whatever. I'm not going to give much about the plot away. But I did love the addition of the Lord Crow. there's this Witch Lord, which it's an amazing character. I love him, and he comes to Lady Amalia, and they began this courtship thing because they can benefit both of each other. They can benefit of the relationship they can have together. But he's a witch lord and he has a lot of powers and he has this presence. And Melissa wrote him in a way that he's very real, and I love how amazing he is and how dangerous he is, because I have to say that I love how she depicted the witch lords, because sometimes they have this very fey it's beef the word, well, this fey feeling to them. And I love that that sometimes when you read books about fae, it's like they forget that they can be very dangerous creatures. And in here we have the witch lord, and every time they appear on the page, for me it's like they jump outside and grab your attention. They are amazing because they are very dangerous, and you feel that. You know that they don't care for you. They are immortal. Some of them have been there since the beginning of time. So to them, we're like specks of dust, and they don't care. I mean, they have other worries, and they have to look for the peace of the territories, or protect the people, or kill the people, because you have a bit of everything. You have witch lords who are more or less human, and you have some who doesn't give a shit, and I love how terrifying some of them are. And when she goes into Vaskandar, when Amalia goes into Vaskandar, you see how they influence the territory they have, and how something that you will never think as of dangerous, like a tree, it can be weaponized and used against you, and it's amazing. This book is darker than the previous one, and all that is due to the witch lords, which I have to say, as I say, that I love them. I love the depiction that she created. When they appear on the page, it's like, oh, you fear them and you love them because they are so powerfully written. Even some of them that you see in passing, because you don't really get to talk with them, in the book. They are amazing, and they stay with you, and you picture them in your head, and it's like, oh my god. You don't know if you should run away or if you want to know more about them, and that's amazing. So I'm rambling, I know, sorry. In this book, we are going to see, as I say, how the Empire tries to stop Vaskandar from trying to invade, and how Amalia is thrown into this deep trouble. I was going to say deep shit, but yeah. And she's going to be in danger. She is going to find herself with this Lord Crow, this witch lord, that she doesn't know if she can trust him or if he's playing plots, because he is what he is. And as I say, I love that Melissa did that, because sometimes you have witch lords or fae or things like that, and they change when they are in contact with humans. They become caring, and they become protectors, and and in here they keep being what they are. It's like what they say, that you can change your spots, but in here, and I love that despite wherever it goes down, they keep being witch lords, and they keep being consistent with who they are and what they are and how powerful they really are, and I love that. So without saying much more, as I say, they go to the heart of Vaskandar, just trying to broke a peace with them, and there's going to be lots of political ploys, lots of action, because this is like a very fast-paced book when you have all the characters just trying to find a common goal and to survive, and there's going to be sacrifices, there's going to be very painful parts of the book, there's going to be amazing moments of writing, of thinking, of plot. It was amazing what she did with the potions also. I'm not going to say much about that, but I did love the brilliant construction of this book. I love how you cannot put it down, because you need to know what's going to happen to the people you love and also to the people you hate, because you want to see them dead. Yeah, I'm thinking about Lord Ruben. And yeah, it's an amazing book, and I really need to know what happens next. So I hope that the third book of the trilogy reaches me soon, because and I have to recommend this author to you because she's amazing, and she creates very sound characters, and the plot that she weaves, it's amazing, because you also find yourself thinking about things as freedom of choice, the ability of choosing, and also the cost of power and what power can do in different hands, how someone can use power to do good things and how someone abuses power. And it's like lots of middle areas, a lot of gray areas, and there's a lot of food for thought in this book also. So yeah, do yourself a favor and pick them up because they are amazing. Thank you for watching. Bye.